What it do? YouTube land. This is June Heat. Yeah, it's been a great year for the world of professional wrestling. Mainly because of WWE. I'm not one of those AEW haters, but I do not watch AEW, not for no any particular reason. It just don't interest me. So that's that. But because of WWE and its continued success, the professional wrestling world is on fire right now. So, and it's getting around to that season, that WrestleMania season. So it's getting very exciting. I feel like these next few weeks is going to be explosive. So you need to keep a good eye out for this. But what I'm basically going to be doing right now is kind of spitballing and fantasy booking and predicting what 2025 is going to look like for WWE. Looks very promising. But we still got a little less than a month left in this year, so we're going to talk about Saturday night's main event. Now, me personally, I would not mind it one bit if Kevin Owens beat Cody Rhodes at Saturday's night's main event, because I mean, Cody's run's been cool, but like if he beats Kevin Owens, to me as a wrestling fan, if Cody Rhodes beats Kevin Owens at Saturday night's main event, it would seem to me like they're just keeping the belt on him just to keep it on him. You get what I'm saying? They not building they're not doing a good job of building a credible threat against him. This is the first time where it feels like it's a credible threat. But to me, and I've always been a heel guy, I'm not a babyface guy, so to me, it will make more sense for Kevin to win this title at this event, because why not? Like it's perfect timing. It'll be a good way to show appreciation to Kevin for all his hard work over the years. Just gonna give him a run, man. You can take it right back off on him at Royal Rumble, because to me, honestly, I don't want to see Cody Rhodes in the Royal Rumble. I don't want to see him even have a chance right now. There needs to be a good 2 years between him being in the Rumble again. But he shouldn't have the title, so I feel like that'll be the perfect match for the Royal Rumble, is a rematch for him to try to get the belt back at the Royal Rumble. Now, maybe you can slide Cody into the Elimination Chamber match and like have something like that to kind of keep him in the main event picture. But as far as this title reign, it needs refreshing. WrestleMania was great. It was a great moment, but at the same time, you can't sit and dwell on this moment. You have to create more moments. You have to create another story. You know what I'm saying? So we'll start there. Kevin Owens. I feel like Kevin Owens should win this belt at Saturday night's main event. It'll put another feather in his cap, give him another title, to put a feather in his cap and add to his already Hall of Fame career. So that's the first thing. I said the second thing too, Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens, because Cody Rhodes does not need to be in the Royal Rumble. Like, he does not need to be in this year's Royal Rumble. Like, we Cody'd out as far as the Royal Rumble. He won 2 straight. So that's enough. Let him be at the event, but not in the Rumble. Okay, to the Royal Rumble itself. You can kind of inquire and already guess. They're gonna make a kind of a big deal that this is Roman's first Royal Rumble since what, I want to say 2019. Yeah, it's probably his first Royal Rumble since 2019. It's almost 5 years without. Well, it is 5 years without being in the Royal Rumble. So they're gonna make a big deal about that. They also gonna make a big deal that it's gonna be full of bloodline. It's gonna be Solo's team. Jay gonna be there. Jimmy gonna be there. Sammy's probably gonna be in it. Like it's gonna be full of bloodline story. So you can expect that. Not to mention all of the other teaser matches they gonna try to entice you with. Like I'm pretty sure it's gonna be another Braun Breaker and Jacob Fatu face off. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a surprise call up from NXT. Maybe a Obafemi, a Trick Williams. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be something along those lines. It's gonna be a real exciting Royal Rumble. And you add in Drew McIntyre and all the storylines he can create. You add in CM Punk. You add in Seth Rollins. Like that's damn near 20 people right there. Like, that's just gonna make the match super exciting. So we gonna see how this shakes out, man. Because this Royal Rumble is gonna be a special one. Like it's very unpredictable. Like nobody can really have a clear winner. If you can see a clear winner of the Royal Rumble right now, you're out of your mind. You can't guess it. You can have a pick, your personal pick, but you cannot predict this Royal Rumble. Like it's too many X factors in it. So of course my pick for the Royal Rumble, the winner would be Jey Uso, main event. Yeet. But yeah, that's what I got for as far as Royal Rumble. Elimination Chamber. Woo. Like this is gonna be. I feel it. I feel it. Like this Elimination Chamber. It's gonna cook. It's gonna really cook. I say that because first of all, I've already, as I inferred in one of my past videos, I think there's going to be a tribal combat elimination chamber match. I just got that feeling, man. I got the feeling because I feel like they're going to push the Tongans out the way. Some kind of storyline. I believe at the Royal Rumble, they'll probably like have the Tongans kind of turn their back on Jacob and Solo. I feel like Hikalea's gonna make a appearance, and they're gonna be like their own little trio, bloodline, whatever. But I feel it, man. I feel like it's gonna be a tribal combat elimination chamber. It's gonna be Roman versus Jay versus Jimmy versus Solo versus Jacob versus Lance. Like all real bloodline, the real actual blood family members of the bloodline versus each other. That should be fire. And it's all gonna be for the Ula Fala. And it's crazy how Roman Reigns and the bloodline has kind of made the Ula Fala look like the most chased after. It's like more damn near more important than the title a little bit. Like to have this Ula Fala like and have people actually fighting over it and it seem important. It's feeling like a title damn near. So that's what I feel like in that sense of the elimination chamber. Then of course you got John Cena doing his retirement tour. John Cena might be in the Rumble. You never know. But I feel like Elimination Chamber is gonna be fire, man. This shit is gonna be fire. Now, on to the elephant in the room. Big WrestleMania 41, Las Vegas, Allegiant Stadium. Yeah, that should be a good one. It's so many possibilities right now. We don't know. I couldn't even start to predict a card for it. I'm hearing rumblings that they say The Rock will not be involved in this year's WrestleMania. And if he's not, that's fine. But I kind of feel like it'd be a waste if he didn't. So I'm hoping that's just a rumor or they just saying that to kind of get the thought out of people's mind that he gonna be there. But I feel like he has. I feel like that Roman Rock match has to happen this year. I feel like they cannot hold this match off for another year. I just feel like that. Like y'all cannot hold this match off for one more year. Please don't. The interest of it is going to be long gone by next year. If you try to wait to WrestleMania 42, it's not going to have the same steam. I don't care what story you put behind it, because like after people you have to realize, like, they planted so many seeds and Easter eggs during last year's WrestleMania season, as far as like The Rock talking to Cody and saying that our story just beginning, and the little hand to hand thing where he gave him something that we still wondering what it is. And like, you have to eventually tie this story into, you can't just keep trying to pivot away from the story and then come back to it. Like, it doesn't work like that. Like, I guarantee people are gonna lose a lot of interest in this WrestleMania. I mean, not in this WrestleMania, but in Rock versus Roman, if they end up doing this. So I think they shouldn't do that. I really hope that they don't, but at the same time, it is what it is. Like, that's how WWE is. So, but yeah, going past that, like, it's just gonna be a fire year. You're gonna see a lot of matchups. I'm hoping to finally get the Jacob Fatu versus. First of all, I want to see Jacob versus Solo. I need that match. I need that. I feel like that match will cook so hard. Like, they will both stamp themselves in WWE to be there for the long run with that match. So I need that match. I need Jacob Fatu versus Braun Breaker. Since you teased it, gotta have that. Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu. Like, Jacob Fatu probably today, in this era, in this time right now, WWE is probably the most exciting character they got. Like, just people wanting to see multiple people face Jacob Fatu. So he's one of the ones that's, when he started making his rounds as far as matches, they're gonna cook. They're gonna really cook. Even Money in the Bank this year should be fire, man, because I feel like they wasted last year's Money in the Bank on men and women, because there was no better time for Tiffany Stratton to cash in than at this Survivor Series. She should have cashed in. She had both the champions there. You had Raquel handcuffed to the rope, so she couldn't stop you from pinning Liv at all. She couldn't do nothing, and nobody would have stopped you. You had Liv on the ground. You could have hit her with a moonsault, pulled out, hit her with a moonsault, and been done with it. You the champ. Yeah, you would have had to finish the match knowing that you pinned her, but that could have been storybook right there. That was made too much sense, but I digress. But they wasted the other Money in the Bank briefcase on Drew McIntyre, having him lose. So I don't know, man. It was a big waste of time last year. So this year, of course, like I said, Jacob Fatu. You got all these different characters that could be involved in this match. It could make it fire. SummerSlam is gonna be fire. 2 nights, first time ever for 2 night SummerSlam. So that's gonna be fire. Like, next year's gonna cook, and I'm very much looking forward to it. Very, very much. I'm looking forward to next year's War Games already. And we ain't even done, because I feel like it's gonna be like almost like their first Bloodline War Games where they faced another team, but I feel like it's gonna be a strong stable versus them. Like, if WWE was super smart, they would put Judgment Day kind of back together and make them stronger, add some new members, but have Judgment Day versus the Bloodline. Like, you have to. They've been the most dominant two factions in WWE for the last 3-4 years, both of them. So you have to. At this point, you have to. You can't build another stable that would, unless it's the YA6. But I don't know what they doing with them. But hopefully next year they start getting that right and situation back. Good, but yeah, next year's War Game should be definitely Bloodline versus another popular dominant stable. So, but anyway, it's been another episode of June Heat TV, talking about WWE predicting the 2025. It's gonna be super hot fire. But as always, man, y'all please, 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 please like, comment, subscribe, share. Tap in with your boy, man. I'm gone. June Heat. Be blessed.